Good morning, students. Hope everyone will be safe in your home. So, almost this is your Devi ma'am, EVS teacher. Almost we have completed our 4 chapters, right? First one, growing plants. Second one, food, health and hygiene. Third one, safety and first aid. Fourth one, rocks and minerals, right? So, our teachers are hardly working for you. Parents, please cooperate for your what to concentrate in the studies. So today we will start our new session. Okay, we are going to start our 5th chapter, solid, liquid and gases. This is one of the very important chapter and this is a basic for 6, 7, 8 classes. So students, please listen carefully. This chapter is very important for you. So please listen carefully. You might have learned this chapter in 4th standard, but here they are discussing about detailing. And today we will start our 5th chapter. So let's begin. So before entering into this topic, we will see some learning objectives. What are the things you are going to learn in this chapter? Okay. After you have completed this chapter, you might learn what are the different states of matter. Okay, so what are the different states of matter? What are the properties of solids, liquids and gases? And what do you mean by the term evaporation, condensation, melting and solidification? And what do you mean by the term expansion and contraction? So these are very basic things we have to learn carefully. So we will slow our lesson today. Okay, so first, what is the learning objectives? After learning this chapter, you will learn about what are the different states of matter and what are the properties of solids, liquids and gases. And then you are going to learn about evaporation, condensation, melting and solidification. And what do you mean by the term expansion and the contraction? Okay, so first we will see an introduction. So in day-to-day life, we are living in a wonderful planet, right? Our planet is Earth and we can able to see different things around us. Correct or not? Some of the things are very beautiful, you see. Some of the things are very liquid format. Some of them are in gaseous format, right? The water we are drinking, the water is in liquid form. And the air we are breathing, it is made up of an oxygen gas. And we are sitting in the table. So many things we are seeing around this world. Okay, so mostly the world, it is made up of the 3 states. What are the 3 states? They are solid, liquid and gases. Okay, so the things we see around, either it is made up of the solid and some are made up of the liquid and some are made up of the gaseous. Right, now you understand what is the chapter's name, right? So we are going to learn about what do you mean by the solid, what do you mean by the liquid, what do you mean by the term gaseous. Okay, before entering into this topic, first we will see the story. We will read the story and rewrite the underlined words under which is the solid, which is the liquid and which is the gases. Okay, it was one cold day. Okay, it was a very cold day. Rima's mother, she is working in some office. Now she is coming back to home. So his daughter Rima, he is seeing his mother. She was very tired. Okay. So what she decided? She decided to give her mother a cup of tea. Okay. Now she is going to the kitchen and is taking some water in a kettle and then is switch on the stove. After some time, what happened? The water starts to boiling, right? And after some time, the steam is coming out from the kettle and it is mixing with the air. Now she added some tea leaves and put some sugar into that one. A little time later, what happened? She poured the tea into the cup and added the milk and sugar. Now she took the tea to her mother and by seeing his face, mother was thanked her. So what do you understand from the story? First, what happened? It is a very cold day. Rima's mother is coming from office. She looks very tired By seeing her mother, her daughter decided to give him a cup of coffee. She is going to the kitchen, switching on the cylinder and then putting the kettle there, and she poured some water and added some tea leaves, and then after some time the whistle is coming, okay, from the kettle, and then she is pouring some tea in the cup, and then she added milk and sugar. She took the tea to her mother, right? So in this story we have seen so many things, right? Example: stove, cylinder, tea leaves, water, milk, sugar. So if you notify this here, this story, you can able to understand. Okay, what you are able to understand? There are some things, it is made up of the solid. She used the tea leaves. Tea leaves is a solid, right? And she used the kettle and gas cylinder. It is made up of the solid. Then she poured some water. The water is in a liquid form. Milk. Milk also in a liquid form. And then for burning, she used the gases, right? For burning, she used the gases. So from this story you understand that, so whatever the things we are surrounded, it is made up of the solid, liquid and gases. Okay, so this is the introduction of this chapter. And then what do you mean by the term matter? Matter means what? Any substance or any material that has a mass, which has a space and have the unique property, it is said to be the matter. Okay, any matter means a substance which has a mass, take place the spaces and has some unique property. So usually this matter, it is in three forms. First one, it is called as a solid. Second one is called as a liquid, and third one it is called as a gases, right? So the matter is made up of very tiny particles, right? So this arrangement of particle in each state, it is different. So the matter, it is made up of the tiny particles, depends upon the solid, liquid and gases. This arrangement may be different. So the space between this particle, it is called as an interparticulate space. So what is a matter? It is a mass. That is the arrangement. It is said to be the mass. Takes up the space. The space is said to be the interparticular space. And the force of attraction, that is a unique property. The force of attraction, it is called as an interparticulate space. So particles cannot be seen with the naked eye, but it can be seen with the help of the powerful microscope. So listen here carefully, students. So matter, so any substance which has a mass, which takes place the space and have some unique property, they are called as a matter. There are three types of matter is there: solid, liquid and gases. The matter is made up of the tiny particles. The arrangement of particle here in each state, it is different. So the space between them, it is called as an interparticulate space, and there is a force of attraction, it is called as an interparticulate force between the neighboring particles. So these particles, they cannot be seen with the naked eye, but can be seen by using the powerful microscope. Okay, the definition is clear for you. And then we'll move on to the next one. Solid, liquids and gases. So first we will think about how the particles are arranged in a solid. If any material, it is made up of the solid, means the particles, because the matter is made up of the tiny particles, right? So here the particles, they are tightly packed with each other. Okay, they will be tightly packed with each other with a regular pattern. Okay, and the space between them, it is very less, because they are very tightly packed. The space will not be present there. So solids, they have the strong interparticulate attraction. So due to the attraction force only, the solids are tightly packed with each other. So due to the strong force, the particles of the solid cannot move from each other. So from this statement's properties, they are telling that the solids, they have the definite shape, they have the fixed volume, and they are incompressible. We can't able to press them. Okay. So I am repeating again: solids, liquid and gases. Particularly we are learning about the solid. If you take any solid material, the solid particles are, they very tightly packed with each other and have the very little space between them. The solids, they have the strong interparticulate attraction. Due to the strong force of attraction, the solids, they cannot move from one place to another. So that is why they are telling that the solids, they have the definite shape and they are incompressible. And then coming to the liquid. So here the liquid, the particles, that is the particles, they are not tightly packed as in solids. So because they have many space between them, they are arranged randomly. In solid, there is a regular, the particles are arranged in a regular pattern, but in the liquid, they are randomly arranged. So due to the randomly arranged, what happened? The particles can move around each other. So compared to the solids, the interparticular force of liquid is very weaker. So that is why they are telling that the liquids, they do not have the fixed shape, but they have the fixed volume. And the liquid, they have the extra property. What is the property? They easily flow from one place to another. So that is why they will take place the shape of a container. Whatever the shape you are giving to the water, it will remain that shape only, because due to the fluidity. Okay, I'm repeating again, liquids. So compared to the solids, here the particles are not tightly packed with each other. So they are randomly arranged with some interparticular space. So they have the little movement here. So the force of attraction is weaker compared to the solids. So that is why the liquids, they do not have the fixed shape, but they will take place the shape of the container. So due to the flow, they have an extra property that is called as a flow. The water can flow from one place to another. Then coming to the gases. So this is entirely different from solid and liquid. Here the particles are very loosely packed and they will be moving, many space will be there, more interparticular space will be there, so they can able to move easily in all the direction. So the particle, the force of attraction is negligible. No force of attraction is present here. So that is why the gases do not have the fixed shape and they do not have the volume and they can easily compressible. Okay. So when the gases are filled in the container, what will happen? The particles spread around the entire container. They can even leave the container if the container is left open. So that is why the air is made up of the mixture of gases. So it can spread everywhere. So our air is a mixture of different gases. Okay. So today we have discussed about what is the discussed ideal questions. We have discussed about what are the matter. Matter, anything which occupies the space, mass and have the unique properties, it is called as a matter. How many types of matter are there? There are 3 types of matter: solid, liquid and gases. How are the particles arranged in solids? The particles are arranged very tightly and the force of the attraction is very strong. They have the little space between them. That is why the solids have the liquid fixed shape and fixed volume. And then how are the particles arranged in the liquids? So in liquids, the particles are not tightly packed. So they have the interparticulate space. So the particles will move from one place to another. So the force of attraction is very weak here. So that is why liquid do not have the fixed shape. They will have the fixed volume. And then how are the particles arranged in the gases? So the particles are very loosely packed. There is no space of attraction. So the particles move from one place to another. So that is why they do not have the fixed shape and they do not have the fixed volume. And they are extremely compressible. So today we have discussed about these things and tomorrow we will discuss about the change of matter.